So here's Joe Rogan reacting to Elon Musk buying Twitter in real time on his show. Here we go.
And all the people that are calling for censorship, you're only calling for censorship for people that don't agree with you. But there's going to be people that don't agree with you, and if they get the fucking reins, then that shit comes back around at you.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
And that is how dictators form. That's how they take control of governments. That's how, censorship is fucking dangerous because it's a mental form of dictatorship.
And so what he's saying is that now the Democrats are normalizing censorship and people are accepting it. So now there's going to be a guy who you don't like who's going to have that power, and they're going to censor you and install the dictatorship. That's how it works. That's what he's saying. Just like they said about when they gave all those powers to Barack Obama and they repealed habeas corpus. You don't have to worry about it. There was what if there's a guy you don't like who's power? Then it was Trump was president. And so that's what he's saying. Okay, you like it now because your people are in power. What happens when a guy you don't like is in power? Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You're deciding what people can and can't do, and you're deciding it based on your own ideology. And how do I know if you've examined it? How do I know if you're introspective? How do I know if you've done the work? How do I know if you've being honest about yourself, about your failures and your successes and your kindness and your weakness, your strengths, your flaws? How do I know? I don't fucking know. But I do know this. If you want to censor people, most likely you haven't. Most likely you haven't done the work.
Yeah.
And this is where we find ourselves with Elon Musk about to buy Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Apparently it's going down.
It happened.
Oh, shit!
What?
Oh, shit!
The press release has been announced.
Elon Musk just bought Twitter. We got a movie star type of a superhero. It's like a movie. Like if you had a movie and there was a guy who was like a hero in the movie who happened to be a billionaire, does wild shit, like makes his own rockets and drills under the city and
That's
electric cars and then buys Twitter.
Insane.
Elon Musk agrees to buy Twitter in a $44 billion deal. Agreement to take social media network private marks the close of dramatic courtship. Here's why that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, tell me. I need
all,
to hear what you think.
He believes that free speech is important, and not just important, vital for a democracy, for a functioning democracy. And I agree with that.
So that was Joe Rogan in real time finding that out. And so again, we don't know what is going to be the actual outcome of Elon Musk buying it, but I'm sure he didn't do it as a financial investment. It does seem like he has some interest in freedom of speech. But again, there's a lot of stuff in Elon Musk's history, like his enthusiastic cheering on of coups in Bolivia and things like that don't bode well. But it can right now. It's run by Vanguard and the Saudis, so I don't think it could get worse. So that was exciting. What do you have to say about it, Max? I'm here with Max Blumenthal from the Gray Zone.
Well, first of all, kind of revealing to see Joe Rogan refer to Elon Musk as a superhero who makes rockets, and he's just this magical genius. It's the kind of insidious language that's been used about Bill Gates, as if Bill Gates was some super genius who conceived all of these life-saving vaccines and other technology and basically invented the computer, when in fact these guys were just kind of either skilled at getting licenses, or in Elon Musk's case, running up a huge line of credit off government subsidies. But the point is, we live in an oligarchy. If we're depending on a billionaire to come save us and save our speech and save our public commons. And so it's really dangerous to view him as a kind of superhero. I do think there is a underlying financial interest or business objective, that this isn't purely political or altruistic for Musk. If you look at Netflix's failure, if you look at the failure of CNN Plus, I mean, their business model is catering to the kind of center left mentality, this establishment mentality, pushing a certain political line that Elon Musk is openly flouting and mocking right now. And I think that if you look at Joe Rogan's popularity, what is he, 23 times more popular, or at least 12 times more popular than CNN. Elon Musk understands that. And of course, I think any billionaire right now would like to control Twitter, because it's where the intelligentsia, where the influencers, where politically powerful people, where governments hold their debates and put forward their arguments. And so it gives you some control over reality itself. But we need to be clear about who Elon Musk is, what his real agenda is. And, you know, someone like Joe Rogan should be a little more critical, because Joe Rogan is someone who's been one of the few mainstream figures warning about digital ID or digital vaccine passports and the danger they present to individual freedom. And that's something that Musk has suggested he supports. When he put forward his kind of manifesto for Twitter, he said authenticating all humans, which would amount to some kind of digital ID.
Yeah, I caught that in real time. I'm like, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. So this authenticating every human, that's not good at all. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And it'll be interesting to see how Joe Rogan covers it. I bet, you know, he's going to give you an honest assessment of it. That's for sure. I
guarantee there'll be a reality show not a reality show, but some serial will be made about Elon Musk and Twitter someday, if it actually happens.
Okay. All right. Let me, Max, I want to say thanks for coming on today and giving us all this time. You've been very generous. Everybody check out Max's work over at the Gray Zone.
Thanks as always for giving me the mic, Jimmy. I started a Telegram channel just in case anything ever happens on Twitter. So I'm on Telegram now at Real Max Blumenthal.
We're doing live stand-up shows in Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Des Moines, Omaha, Kansas City, Las Vegas, all over the country. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for tickets. And single tickets now available at all venues. So if you tried to buy one before and you couldn't, single tickets are now available. Plus, while you're at jimmydorecomedy.com, why don't you become a premium member? Sign up to our mailing list so when they cancel us, we can still stay in touch.